this opportunity to remind us once again what the whole conspiracies are all about. I think we should understand that this is more of a class crisis, class conflict. The exploitative class are working assiduously to measure the reconfigure the narrative. Very, very important that we have this at the back of our mind. The exploitative class, which are those who have exploited the people, irrespective of your creed, irrespective of your tribe, irrespective of your religion. They have subjugated the common population for years. It's a question of they make sure after their own exploitative thoughts, they hand over to their generation and they keep on messing the population up all this while. So people should understand that this has nothing to do with your own ethnic affiliation. It has nothing to do with your religious affiliation. This is mainly those who are exploiting us versus we who are the victims of the exploitation. And it is also important for us to understand that at this level they are keeping aside their differences, their political differences, all their interests, conflicting interests apart, and you can see them coming together to see a way to reconfigure the narrative. Whether they belong to APC, whether PDP, you can see them converging together to see how to hijack what the common people are trying to achieve. And today you can see all forms of it's important to also remind everyone who is listening here once again that the target of this exploitative force, the key target and the key headache they have is the indigenous people of Biafra. And I want to also let us know why IPOB remains their headache. IPOB remains their headache because till now, for the past reasonable number of years, they have made a series of attempts to get IPOB under their control. Having noticed the level of supporters IPOB have, even across the Biafran land, they are now having IPOB as a headache. In as much as IPOB leadership refuses to condescend so low and allow them to control them, that's why you see the panic all over the nation. All their headache, they are pointing towards all their fingers on IPOB, not because IPOB is violent, not because IPOB is a terrorist group as they try to paint, but for the fact that IPOB is not under their control. Take for instance, those of blocks they are controlling, like Fulani Mietiala, which is under their control, even though the war said Fulani is a terrorist, Fulani Mietiala is a terrorist outfit, they will never be in support of prescribing Fulani terrorist life, simply because these are people under their control. These are people they are in charge of. When the militancy activities was hijacked and became under their control, what did they, you see them, they throw up amnesty. They say, okay, we are going to extend amnesty because the leadership of that revolutionary pursuit was compromised and they took charge. So what am I trying to say? In as much as IPOB has never compromised, has never yielded to their whims and caprices. That is why you see all of them, all their fingers are pointing on IPOB. What is the crime of IPOB? The crime of IPOB is that IPOB has taken it at the forefront to rejuvenate the minds of the people, to conscientize, to bring awareness, to bring enlightenment, consciousness in the mind of a man who is pushing wheelbarrow on the street, trying to tell the man a wheelbarrow push on the street what belongs to him. His right as a human being. And this is what these guys don't want. This is what these guys are panic of. Even in as much as IPOB has taken the soft tool beyond Biafra land to a point of using a man who is in Arewa land through the instrumentality of Hausa, Radio Biafra Hausa service. it is still a panic to them. They understand that in as much as this platform, this hallowed platform, is a means of social awareness, liberation awareness, it is a headache to them. So we should not be panic over the tantrums coming here and there, the urchins we are seeing online, some of them trying to reconfigure the narrative. All they are doing is to make sure that the crime, their key crime at the hotspot they committed it, which is the Lekki massacre, is shifted to something else. Only heaven knows what they are planning. But we must remain resolute. We must remain focused. We must understand that this is really a class war. If you study French Revolution, you will understand that it is not new. If you study Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, the Russian Revolution, you will understand that their antics and their games are not new. The true position is that we must, especially those of us who are enlightened to the art of history, should come out and keep on enlightening the people, keep on educating the people. The truth, which is what is keeping these guys jittery, should be unleashed, not minding the consequences. Thank you, Mazi, from here.
Thank you, Mazi, for doing this, because I love what you just said. Because you said it, people have been trying to change the narrative. I love that, because there are some uninformed youth target saying or accusing IPOB. The IPOB is masterminding or it is evil protests. Mazi, I love what you have just said, because we have made people to understand, and I wish we can go more to let some people know that this is not about IPOB. It's about Nigeria youth. It's not IPOB. The only thing is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing what he ought to do best, and be doing it the best way it can be now. And this is what we have been praying for a very long time, to have a savior in that country, and the part of start or Biafra. But now some people are accusing IPOB that we are destroying property in Lagos, forgetting that this is Nigeria. Or do the what? Biafra's middle belt are what? It's all over the country. I don't know why they are targeting, they are looking at, they are accusing Martin Okokalo and the idiots that we are the people destroying things in Lagos. I don't know if you have accusation.
Yes, to the best of my knowledge, the accusation is just within the mainstream media. If you monitor the flow, if you take a statistical study of the flow chart of the line of these destructive messages, they are coming from the mainstream media. And look, see, we must understand. That's why I always say, if you have a sound knowledge on revolutionary history of revolution, you will understand that this is just things you must see. It's part of it. The exploitative class, remember, they are wealthy. They have the contact, and all they are doing now is to try to raise some individuals, because they have what I might describe as closes. They have some group they have set up earlier before now, like most of the mainstream groups you see. When you hear Haneze, when you hear Pandey, when you hear some of these things, these are some blocks they set for themselves, because they understand that the best way to destabilize the common class is to set up a group. It's called, in fact, it's a penetrative act. You penetrate the common class by setting up as an anti-common class group among the common class. You understand me? So this they masterminded, this they knew, this they established earlier before now. So imagine why you will now see the president speaking and say, IPOB have hijacked this. It cannot come from them, because they understand that if such word comes from the exploitative class, that the common class might not really take it serious. So what they do is to activate the instrumentality of those groups they have set among us. The groups existing among the common class. You hear people like, you hear some groups like Ohaneze, Pandey, and very, very voiceless elements coming up and speak. Among the common class, you see them raising voices. So we must understand that this is just a case of revolution. And though if you have a sound knowledge on social science, you will understand that that is how it works. One thing they are doing now is to see how to push blames. Remember, the international community is pointing strongly on Lekki massacre. And they know that if the Lekki massacre is internationalized and accountability is called at the level of international community, that a lot of them will pay dearly. So what they are not doing now is how to distort facts of history. That's what they are doing, to divert attention from Lekki to a sub unit, and that sub unit find
we're having a connection problem here. I think we are from Lagos. I think we will come back if they need be. We will come back if they need be.
All right.
Because it's too early in Nigeria and in Biafra land. At the event of what will come back. So thank you for being on this time.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. As you can hear from them, things is not the way it's supposed to be in Lagos yet. People are afraid of their lives. That is exactly what it is. They are waiting for you to turn your back so that they will strike you. All right, Rabbi, are you here with me?
Yes, I am.
Thank you very, very much for your patience. You know, while you were analyzing what you were saying before we got a call, you said something about devil. Yes?
Yes.
All right. And I want to bring to our attention what is being said about devil. Not from the scripture, but I just want to bring what is being said by a popular person per se, and person that I would say I will agree with him, because what he is saying is nothing but the truth. All right. Let me go to him again. Rabbi, please, I need your patience. Please, caller on the WhatsApp, can you hear me? Can you hear me, caller on the WhatsApp? Are you there? Can you hear me? All right, they have gone. And what I was saying was, it is a tweet from Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States of America. He said, I said, Kenya, the Kenya government, I said, Kenya is very corrupt. Kenya is a very corrupt country in Africa, and left out Nigeria. Just listen to the word. I said, Kenya is a very corrupt country in Africa, and left out Nigeria, because when you continue evil people, when you're counting evil people, you don't count the devil. Did you understand that? I'll go through it again. I said Kenya is a very corrupt country in Africa, and left out Nigeria, because when you're counting evil people, you don't count the devil. It's a very strong one, and it's very, very deep. This man knows what is going on. This man, he gets intelligence of what is happening in that contraption. But yet, the media are trying to paint them good. Yet, those that are working for them is trying to cover the evil and atrocity they are committing. Yet, when you talk about things that is going on in that contraption, they want to bring you and cut up your head. Now, thank God Almighty that someone is speaking out. someone that knows. These people, they see. It's not just like I will see and go and tell them. They don't need you to come, and they see, they know, they have the intelligence. Before you do what you do, they know what you're planning because of their intelligence. They are well advanced, which everybody knows. Now, he said, when you're counting the bad people, the evil people, you don't count Nigeria because they are devil themselves. What did you have to say about that?
Just to to step it back a little bit, goes to the scripture when Yeshua HaMashiach was addressing Satan. He was addressing the people. He said to them, "You are like your father, the devil, for he existed from the beginning. Evil has been living with him." Are you getting what I'm saying?
Oh yes.
The originator. Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. The originator of evil is devil himself. So when you are counting people that are evil, you don't have to count the origin of the source of evil. You just count the people. But if you go to that particular person, he is the capital, the initiator, the origin of evil. So that's what exactly that man meant, President Donald Trump meant. But I do have, before we conclude this session, I do have a warning, very burning in my heart since last night. But carry on, keep asking me when to say anything. But in conclusion, remind me, because I have a very serious warning for Nigerian youth and Biafra at large. There was a.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I must be honest with you. I don't know when this program will end because our leader might come up anytime. So whatever you know that it's very, very vital for you to get out to our people, please, when you have the opportunity, please do it.
Now, go ahead. Straight away, I will go ahead and do that. You see, from the clip that you just played at the beginning of this broadcast about the man talking, it is just like God has given you expo. He gave you exams and gave you expo. Say, this is what you're going to fill in. Only for you to know when to fill the right answers in order. Don't fill B where you should fill A. You see, if you follow that, you will get it right. The man just gave the Nigerian youth and Nigerians expo, telling them whom they are dealing with. These are good warriors. These people, can I start from Babangida? Babangida has been around for a very long time. As a matter of fact, it's Babangida that Islamized Nigeria, as we're looking at Nigeria today. This thing actually started beyond that, but it started with Babangida full force. Babangida killed a lot of people. Babangida killed Delegiwa. Babangida killed Bishop Benson Etahosa and so many men of God that Babangida killed through his mercenaries. He has them even around the world. Anywhere there is Nigerian embassy, the killers are there. They pay them there and they do the job. So if you think you are in a foreign land, that the bullet or their stone will not get to you, you are joking. You don't know how these people operate. So the youth of Nigeria, I want to tell you this, especially these celebrities, those that are coming up now saying, oh, let's stop this protest, let us call it off, let us pray that Nigeria will be better. You are a fool. If you ever think of that, I'm talking to you, Ledochie, and many alike. You are a fool to say that. If you call these things off, this protest off, all of you will be assassinated. It won't be long. And the things that you will face, the upcoming generation will face, this one you are seeing here right now will be a child's play. They will reduce all of you like animals. They say Nigeria is a zoo. You will see the real wide jungle. It's not, are we not seeing what our leader said? That by the time he will finish with this contraption, Somalia will be a paradise in comparison. Are you not seeing what is going on all over the streets of Nigeria? Are you not seeing it? Is it not happening? Go and look at murder issue, you will see, if you will notice anything like that, they have issue, yes, but it's not like the one of Nigeria. And when they are telling you to call these things off, and you say, well, let us contemplate, they'll tell you nice, beautiful stories. People who could even get palliatives, hug them in a very gigantic warehouses around the country, but decided to stab you to death, reduce you to animal, and you are listening to them. All these celebrities that came out, you have to intensify it because you have shown your faces. They will eventually assassinate all of you. Trust me, and if you don't trust me, believe what that man just said. That is exactly what he meant. They will assassinate. Some of you will be incriminated. Either they accuse you of being a rapist, that you rape a girl, or maybe you are involved in one kind of serious crime. They will use that thing to assassination of character, even your life. Look at what Babangida did to Tai Sholari. Remember Tai Sholari, the gentle, honest man that normally wears short all the time, and eventually he was criticizing the government. All of a sudden, Babangida gave him appointment, gave him some time. After a time, he called him back, said, give me the accountability, and there was an embezzlement somewhere under his watch. You understand? Look at Fela Anikula Pokuti. Look at his family. Look at what they did to Fela and the mother. Look at it. This thing doesn't have tribe. So if anybody comes to tell you about tribe, this tribe is doing the I have said it repeatedly from the beginning of this struggle. I am so happy that this is not my first time of being in the struggle. So I know from experience how this thing works. I know the discipline. I know the hardship. Yes, I understand it. I know when you see people being shot, comrade, don't ever contemplate of looking back. That you want to quit. That is a very bad mindset. You will end up getting killed. They will kill you. But if you move on forward, look, for example, let me give an example of what I'm saying. Look at all of a sudden the creek the pig in the creek began to speak. They went and destroyed what is it? The mosque in Amiteke. These are the things they planned. They systematized it, carried it out. They did it during the war, the previous war. They did that. They always come in a camouflage of Biafra uniform, commit heinous crime, and blame it on Biafrans. And this is why we lost part of our states, part of our people in the riverine. They came there, used Biafra uniform, massacred them, said that Ibos came to kill you. Why? They are Nigerian military. They did that. Let me give us a very clear example. Who did this thing? Who gave them this knowledge? The people that gave them this knowledge are the British. That's how they operate. Remember how they invited America during Second World War. Remember how they invited America. Hitler wasn't after America or that. It was the British that painted German aircraft and went and bombed a part of America. America said, what the hell is going on here? And they all went for Hitler. That is how they operate. That is how they conduct the operation. Blackmail, lies and deceit. They use it, and these are part of weapons of warfare. And most of us haven't dealt with all these things. And we are having food, served on a nice table, and we are used to that. We have radio going on. We have so many social media where we can pass out messages and all those stuff, put pictures here and there. We have it all going on for us. But remember, I want to remind us something. During this time of struggle in South Africa, there was nothing like Facebook and Instagram or WhatsApp. They don't have it. It wasn't there at that time. And by the special grace of Almighty Elohim, I was there. And I saw how things were conducted live. You don't have all these things, but these guys were formidable. I cannot tell you that ANC never lost a candidate or comrade. They did lost comrades. There are many people, comrades, that were taken out, but not all. But those that remain fought them viciously and they got what they're looking for. So when I hear some people call on radio screaming, oh, we like this, we like that. I can tell you, brother, just keep quiet and do what you have to do. Help is on the way. That's all I can tell you. So many people want to, kind of hijack this opportunity. You have fantastic opportunity in front of you. You haven't seen anything. I have slept in the jungle for 3 solid good years without seeing anything around, anything like city. I've slept in the jungle without food for 3 solid good years without seeing anything in the city. And I'm still alive today. If you can make it, you can make it. Our leader said very striking thing. A poor person, a poor man, poverty is not when you don't have money in your account. You might have money in your account, 6 figures, 7 figures, whichever figures. But in your mind, in your mental state, you are very poor mentally. That is the problem. Poverty of the mind is the greatest poverty. It's not poverty of lacking money in your bank account. It's the one that you have upstairs in your mind. That is the greatest poverty. You cannot analyze situation. You can't read situation. You can't sense danger. You cannot make clear decision. You can analyze things and make a contingent plan on what you can anticipate. This is how this thing works. So if you think that these people will not make a comeback and come in a very subtle way that you will never know, you must be joking. They have to come. They have to, because they know what they are sitting upon. They know that they are sitting upon your destiny. They know that they are sitting upon the life of your children and the ones to come. They know that they are sitting on top of everything that is good for you. So they don't want you to have it. So how can you have it? You have to develop or systematize tactics on how to disarm them and destabilize them. That's the right word. You have to have tactics how to destabilize them. And that thing is being given to you at the platter of gold through so many sources. Even our leader Mazin Namdekano. I sometimes when that man is speaking something I have in mind. I don't know. Elohim gave him that. I have been in a struggle. I've been in a battle, so I know what I'm talking about. In this thing, I don't have friends. I can relate with you, but I cannot use you as my pillow because anything can happen at any time. And he said some certain things in code. Before when he said that, I remembered my grandfather. That's how he speaks. He said, before. It's a very heavy statement, I can tell you. Now, what is going on in the Greek now? They went and destroyed a mosque in Amiteke and blame it on Ipob to make it to look like it's a religious issue now. This is Asare Dokubo. Asare Dokubo, when he saw the things going on, he got scared. I could read him psychologically. He was scared. I believe, Asare Dokubo, you are listening to me. You have your device where you are listening to our leader. I can see that you listen. You're a student of Radio Biafra. But I want to tell you this. You and Governor Yeson Wike, let me tell you this. You are nothing to compare with Ipob, this great monster movement that is going on. Yeson Wike, you have a limited time to retract from that statement. I can tell you with every fiber in me, if they told you to go and make such statement, go back and tell them that you are retrieving that statement immediately. I can tell you that. Listen, when God gives somebody opportunity, you will think you are all in all. Tinubu had his time. He had his time. There was a time he was Jagaban. You see that? And Yeson Wike, you are in nowhere even closer to Bola Tinubu when we talk of politics. You are in nowhere closer to that man. But you see what the people did to him. I'm talking of the Oduduwas. You see what they did to him. So, Yeson Wike, let me tell you this. God gives people a certain season to amend their ways. And you can never be a platform that the enemy will use to come to our territory. You can never. Asare Dokubo, let me tell you the game you want to play. You want to be, before this thing began, our leader said it. They put you there as an agent of this radical Islam in our region. So when the time comes, you will say, oh, they don't want you to practice your religion.
You guys did what happened in Amifeke. Asare Dokubo, you have your hands in that thing. You said you were a warrior. We have warriors in IPOB. You don't know. So you did that. You came back to blame IPOB of doing that so you can create religious issue. You are a joker. You are a joker. You don't have intelligence. If this is your level of your intelligence, go back to school and learn more. You said you went to training in Russia. I mean, the KGB's guys are very smarter than you. You're nothing. So you don't, which means you didn't pass your exam. You didn't pass it. You just hurriedly came back and they gave you money. You went to Benin Republic and set up school there. Why don't you build it in that Nigeria and give youth, Ijo youth? Why don't you give Ijo youth empowerment? Why didn't you give it to them? All of a sudden, BBC carried it out because they had been looking for agents they will use there, especially River State. Let me tell you, yes, you offered 50 million for the head of an IPOB member. When I said they gave money to assassinate most of the principal officers, some people thought I was joking. I know I had it before you even came up on air to even make that announcement. For you to give 50 million for anyone that will give information about a brother who is fighting for you and fighting for the people of Nigeria, then that means you are part of the problem. And when that time comes, they will hunt for you. The youth will hunt for you. Remember, the youth are doing their revolution. It's not IPOB yet. IPOB never showed up yet. And you are blaming IPOB, saying you don't want this thing. Look at you. Go to Obibo and see how devastated that place looks like. Yes, on weekend you have 50 million, but you can never put up good structures in Obibo. Look at the roads in Obibo. They are just like the dilapidated road. What you see in Abia State, Aba. Look at Obibo. There is no good hospital in Obibo. Where I'm talking about the place that I know. What is the name? And you are saying that you are not part of IPOB, that they are not indigenous people of Biafra. But when I speak to somebody from Obibo in Igbo language, he will respond in Igbo language. Are you not a fool? You see, I like I said earlier on, God will give you a time for you to, just like the way he did to Nebuchadnezzar. He gave him time. And Nebuchadnezzar all of a sudden began to assume the position of God. And God reduced him to an animal. He began to eat grass. He started from his house. They gave him food on a table, paletted dish. They set it up and said salad. He went straight to salad because animals like eating leaves. He ate the leaves in an animalistic manner. All of a sudden after that, he went off the table and began to eat the plants that you use to decorate house or your houses. He began to eat the plant and ate the stem. The wife was shocked. All of a sudden they called the physicians and began to interrogate the wife. The wife now told them what he used to do in the bedroom. And they now wrote him off to animals. And he began to live with the animals. For such a time, go through your scripture is there. Yes, so wicked, that will be that I foresee it coming to you. You will end up living with the animals, just like Ahmed Bola Tinubu is doing right now. He's not going to come back. So when people are talking, they should go and check the history. So any youth that is there hearing me, listening to the sound of my voice, it is your life, it's do or die. It's now or never. If you ever back off from this, because I'm sorry to say this, Mazobino, some people in Nigeria are very, very cheap. I don't know why. I'm not insulting anybody. Some guys, most people, they are very cheap. You can buy them with a morsel of bread. I don't know. Am I not having a DNA that related to that area or what? They are very cheap. If you give them this, they will say, if they give you 24 hours electricity now for 1 week, you might begin to sink the other way around. They will do it. They have the capability to even give the whole nation constant electricity for 350 years. And they wouldn't do it. But once they give you electricity for 1 week now, you will say everything is well. and that electricity will be the light to come and lead them to where you are. In order for them to assassinate you, they will eventually. If you don't do it now, they will do it, because they preserve better position and seats for their children. So I am using this opportunity to warn the youth in Nigeria, warn the youth in Nigeria never to back off from this. And even members of Ipob families, if you are there, you are facing hardship, do not ever panic. Do not panic. Out of hardship, that hardship make it a point of duty to hit them harder. If you ever panic, I have fought with empty stomach for 3 good months without eating food. I ate leaves and water and some salt that I had with me. You can understand that. And I never had the mind of backing off or thinking or contemplating to fly out of that place. I can't even do it. It wasn't possible anyway. So I had to face it and face it squarely. So what are we talking about today? Now, when everything is at our disposal. We have television, we have radio going on, we have internet, we have social media, and I hear some people when they call on radio. I saw a picture of one of our family members being shot. The moment that guy was shot, the photos were flooded to my system. I saw it. That made me to have a kind of mind that I have a very different approach and view over what is going on. If you give me these people, I will eat them raw and I will eat them alive. I tell you, Mazi Obilondero.
Mazi, thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much, because I don't know what to say now. I don't know what to say and what not to say. Also, while we were discussing, I was going through the comments. I saw on Facebook they said that some group of people kill the Fulanis, the Fulanis, and because of that, Obibo is flooded with military. Obibo right now is flooded with military.
Yes,
that is exactly what we are talking about. They are trying to target, religious and ethnic. That is the tag. With the clip that I played this morning, that is exactly what they are doing. They cannot do other than, our leader used to say, you cannot give what you don't have. That is exactly what they are dishing out. As soon as they finish with their card, I tell you, like what our brother said, Biafrans, Nigerians, Oduduwas, whichever one you be, as long as you are youth in that Nigeria, do not give up, because if you do, you are gone for. They have your pictures. They can see you. They will get you in any way. I don't need to say it, because you know Nigeria. You know exactly what is going on in that contraption. They can arrest you. They can tag you whatever they wish to tag you in order to get you to kill you. When they look at you, you are healthy. They know how much you want. They will kill you and take your organs and sell it. Nobody will say anything. It's better you do according to how you've been instructed. Do according to how you've been instructed, because that is the only thing that will bring freedom to us. Mazi, I was all through the night from yesterday up until this morning, I was laying there. I was angry. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I will say I don't know why, but I know why. But I don't know why. I'm not sleeping. I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be enjoying myself. I'm supposed to be sleeping. I love it so much when I'm sleeping, but the happiness is not there. Look at what is going on in that contraption. Look at how they are killing people. It is heartbreaking. Biafrans, youth of Nigerians, youth of Ududua, youth of Middle Beltans, this is a golden opportunity that has presented itself. Do not allow it to run away from you. Do not allow it to slip away from your hand, because this opportunity that we got right now cannot get this opportunity in the next 10 to 20 years. If these people take hold of your lives,
Which 20 years?
until next 300 years. I'm just saying it that in the next 20 years, no one will come up to say anything.
Never. Let me add to what you are saying, my brother. Please. You see, the worst thing that can happen to a man, I think we have it in Igbo adage. Aga karakadi eringworo.
At all.
You see, aga karakadi eringworo. Let me explain it. An appointed war time, like a date given for a day of war, when war will begin. That war will never swallow or consume a crippled person. Because a crippled person, listen, a crippled person is slow of movement, is crippled. So he doesn't walk, so he crawls. So he knows that this war will be coming on the 24th of November, for example. Okay, so they them not put me say, oh, Rabbi said war is coming on the 24th of November. No. He said, if you, for example, on the 24th of November, there will be war, and a crippled person happens to hear that, and is in that location, what he will do is to crawl around and crawl out, crawl away out of that vicinity, out of that location, because he knows that there will be war. Yes, he is crippling his legs, but he's not crippling his hearing. He can hear, he can move partially, so he has to move away. So now you are being told that these people meant evil. I want to give Oduduwa guys information. I saw when Davido was in police IG's office
In Abuja.
with his wife. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Yes, good. Davido, let me tell you, you are our in-law. I think the wife, I might be mistaken, but the wife is an Igbo woman. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this young man, God-given talented young man with resources and with people, let me tell you what they just did. You went there and spoke. You are not speaking to that man you are looking at. You and your wife and your lawyer or representative were looking at, not him. You were speaking to the representative of neocolonialism. Neocolonialism. You are speaking to the man that represents foreign people. He is nobody. That guy wearing uniform is nobody. You are not even speaking to Buhari, because Buhari is dead, is late. So they took your face. They have taken your face and what you were telling them. So you think they're gonna let you go just like that? I heard your promoter or whomever saying, yeah, when Chris Brown called you, he was asking you what's going on in that country. And the man, I saw his body reaction, his body movement. Wow. So the thing got into Chris Brown of America. So now, I'm not dealing with you only. I'm dealing with foreign international people, supporters that you have. So what they will do at the end is to frame you. Number one, they will destroy your relationship with your beautiful wife. That's how they start. They will hit you below the belt. You will start having issues. Of course, every family normally have issue. Not all families, but some families have issue with their, family issue relationship. After a while, you settle it. But this one will be more heavier than what you expected. And for you, how to get you is very easy. They have multi ways to get somebody like you, who is a public figure, a celebrity. And all the celebrities that came out, do not ever think they will leave you untouched, especially the Biafran celebrities that came out. They will not leave you, because the people you are dealing with are not even Nigerians. They are not Nigerians. They are just wearing masks, using the Fulanis to represent them. So they will now assassinate all of you. Either they accuse you of rape, or they accuse you of one crime, or you are a very violent person, and this and that. They will now lock you up, and that will be the end of the story. If you come out of that, you must have lost value. You won't have value anymore. They will use social media or mainstream media to do justice on you, on what they are doing to African Americans in America. If you rise to fame, if you rise to a level of being famous, they will use, just like what they did to Iron Mike Tyson. Remember how Iron Mike Tyson was very furious, knocking people down within 3 minutes, you are out. Within 3 minutes, 2 seconds, or 3 seconds, you are out. I remember the time I was very, very young. I remember Mike Tyson with Michael Spinks. People were just coming in while the fight was over. He knocked the guy out. And then Leon Spinks and so many other guys he knocked out, and they couldn't handle it anymore. What did they do to him? They framed him up that he raped Desiree Washington, and even destroyed his marriage with Robin Gibb. Eventually he ended up in jail. This is Iron Mike Tyson. I saw him crying the other day on the media, saying they know that he's a warrior, that they know that he's passionate in boxing, that his every talent is in boxing to fight, but they took that opportunity away from him. Now that he's old, he cannot fight anymore. I looked at him, I was actually weeping in my mind, because I used to love this guy so much. I used to love his power. I love strong men. I follow them. So he was crying now. He is in his middle, I think his 50s. So he said they denied him that opportunity. So if you let or you allow what happened to others to happen to you, you are not a wise person. You are a crippled person that have crippled ways of hearing. So you didn't hear the warning to flee, that there will be war. So I'm talking to all the celebrities that showcase their faces and thinking that it's a shoot and run thing. It's not shake up and you run away. You gotta come out, knowing fully well that these people never meant well for you. They may come to you with contracts, they may come to you with money, they may come to you with a lot of things, but do not listen to them. If you fail to listen to them, well, then you succeed. But if you ever paid attention, to them, you have failed. Certainly you have failed. Remember, I want to remind you this. Remember, during the struggle in South Africa, these people, the ANC was fighting, are not only IFP, Inkatha Freedom Party. They are the same black people. They understand each other. As a matter of fact, if you speak Xhosa, you can understand Zulu. If you speak Zulu, you can understand Xhosa. They understand each other. If there are Ndebele is like Zulu. So part of Zimbabwe speaks Ndebele. So they understand Zulu. But you see what they did there. Divide and rule. They even did the same thing. They put problem between Shona and Ndebele in Zimbabwe. And Ndebele and Shona began to fight each other like arch enemies. This is their tactics. And these are the people that occupy that region before and gave that name to Zimbabwe. They called them Rhodesia. When Mugabe took over, he changed that Rhodesia to Zimbabwe. And our leader is correct. And this is exactly what they are doing in South Africa. Even till this very moment as I speak, they never let that place go, because they never constructed South Africa to leave South Africa. They constructed South Africa to own South Africa, to live there and to take over every affairs in South Africa. That is why you see all these things going on today. They will definitely look for somebody to use, a willing tool to use, to counter what the right people are doing. But these guys never capitulated. They stood firm and stood strong. They took bullets. They took biological warfare. They took assassination of character. They assassinated the character of Dr. Winnie Mandela. Remember, they call her all sort of things, prostitute, promiscuous, this and that, but she was a true freedom fighter. Most people don't know that. And she stood strong. At a time, the truth, justice prevailed. So we got to stand strong. Our leader didn't tell us 7 years. He said, just hold on for 4 weeks. Go ahead, intensify it for 4 weeks. Let's see what is going to happen. He said there are things he knows that nobody knows. You can't come to become a leader of what you don't know. Who am I leading? I'm only lending my voice because I understand the struggle. I understand what is going on to the best of my ability. So that is what is going on. All of you right there in Nigeria, young people, if you ever look at the bullet, say, wait, I see bullet, I see gunshot. Please contact your brother or sister living in South Africa and ask them to go to Sharpeville, to go to Dobsonville, to go to Chosonguve, to go to even some areas in Pretoria. You will see graveyard that maybe the length of it is about 15 kilometers. Graveyard. Who are those people in that graveyard? They are young people that they killed. Apartheid era killed them. They are those that died of biological warfare when Eugene de Kock put HIV virus in the condom. So even if you are applying contraceptive that you don't want to pregnant your wife because you are doing family planning, once you have that condom on, you are automatically HIV victim. You die. That's what they did. So we shouldn't forget about all these things. And they're doing it. Go to Obibo and see like what you just said now, what they're doing in Obibo. And just some wicked could have the audacity to say, I am giving 50 million to hunt an IPOB family member. Or yes, your head will be haunted. I can tell you that. I'm not going to go ahead of my leader, but I am really, really upset. I couldn't sleep last night, Mazo below. When I saw this man making that speech, I couldn't sleep. I was upset. I was angry. And this guy is a Biafran that doesn't know. A sheep that lost his destination and lost his home. I said, Kobo, you can't get away with these things. Mazi Obilondero.
Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know if I have time. I really want us to discuss something before I let you go so that I will allow some Biafrans to call in. I really want us to discuss their strategy in Aso Rock. Yesterday I was watching Channels Television. Yesterday I was at home all through. I was watching Channels Television, and they brought in Adeshino, and he was defending the few minutes video from the masked man. He said, one of the things he said that struck me was, the guy was I would say the guy was moderate. He was in support of them, he was not in support of them, kind of, the moderator. So there is a question he asked him, and what this man responded was, that video, he said, one speech cannot cover all the whole atrocities, if I'm correct, of what this guy said. Additional say, one speech that he made will not cover everything. So looking at what he is saying and looking at what they are doing, what does it tell to us? Because as I can say to you, like our leader always say, we read in between the line. So with that, what can you say about their strategies?
Yes, very good. Mazi, I saw what you saw. I shook my head. These are the things that made me not to have a pleasant night, actually. So I began to, look into the social media to see what is going on there. And I heard the man saying exactly what you are saying, that he was, reminding the public that the man wearing mask mentioned the Lekki massacre. Mm-hmm. That he did mention that, but everyone that listened to that thing speaking, that computer generated, and the individual who was they accused one Igbo guy who used to mimic Buhari, that he was the one giving the voice, the accuser. But I know that our leader is accurate on that, mentioning the name of the man that is the boyfriend of Aisha Buhari, who is running all these shows. And it meant, when that question was being pushed across to him, he was defending it, saying that thing was speaking about Lekki massacre, that he never omitted it, because they had a lot of, when they are busy putting these things together, you remember they want to deceive people. They already told them from Britain that these guys are not smart. The people that put that thing together told the people, let me put it that way, that Nigerians are not intelligent people, that you can easily deceive Nigerians.
Also, with the speech of the Lagos State Governor, you see how he lied about.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, they are all doing damage. This is damage control. That's what they're doing. So he came to say, no, he made mention about the Lekki massacre, and the governor came and said, yeah, they will bring that. We are arresting those military that went for this thing. He never told them this. He never told them that, because pressure is now mounting on him, and he now began to do a lot of things. You will be surprised they will bring some certain people that never knew about. Even they are not even military. They will wear their military uniform. That is what they do. That is Nigeria for you. Promise them money and took photograph with them and said, well, we're gonna prosecute them, and we are still looking into the case, into the matter. The thing will go voicemail. They know Nigerians. Nigerians are not people that can fight like the British. Look at our leader when he made mention of Liverpool protests. How they, held them for years. They never relented. They never given up. Our people just 1 month. He said, I want to go to my daily business. Your daily business, you've been doing this daily business for years and you have never achieved anything. Do you know that daily business you are doing, if you give your time and get liberated, and you have your liberation and you have your nation, in 1 month, you will make everything you have lost in many years. You will make it. Everything will be there for you. Why our people are trooping to so many countries, like our leader was saying, going to Moscow, going to United Kingdom, going to New York, going to New Jersey. They fought. It was a bloody place. It was bloody when they began, and the people fought them. They never given up. These things, we saw coming back to your statement. Femi Adesina lying. This is damage control agent. He came because pressure is coming on him, mounting on him. So he doesn't have any choice that to come and blend it and lie to the public. And so many people will believe that idiot talking. They believe him. They think he's saying the truth. He's busy lying and deceiving people, telling them, oh, that is to start with. That is not Buhari. That person is not Muhammadu Buhari. Why can't Buhari come out and take question and answers, address press? He always do that. When he was alive, he used to, meet press. You even go to press and begin to talk there. Everybody knows that man as a very defiant human being. Buhari is not all that fighter, but when your people is behind you, you will gather energy. That is whom Buhari is. People that knows Buhari very well knows him as a lazy man. He's a lazy man, even lazy to his belief system. Buhari doesn't even observe Muslim prayers because he can't bend down easily and get up. So he doesn't. People who knows him in the barrack in Katsina knows Buhari very well. Knows that Buhari, even there was a guy that contacted, he used to work for Buhari direct. He tried to reach him on the very special code number he gave him that he used to communicate with Buhari, and that number is not going anymore. Since 2017.
Thank you very much. I just want to interrupt you here. Our leader is coming on very soon. Thank you very much. I just want to say once again, thank you very, very much. I'm grateful. Shalom. All right, dear friends, that is our brother, and he has done justice this morning to this program. I just want to say, do not relent. Nigerian youth, do not relent. Biafrans, do not relent. Oduduwas, do not relent, because if we do, they will kill us all. They will kill us all. As I log out this morning to pave way for our leader to come in, stay tuned, because it is going to be great as usual. I will be going out this morning and see you some other day or some other time. Thank you very much. I'm grateful to each and every one of us for listening. Without you, all of this will not be possible. Once again, I say thank you very, very much for me.